Now, how can you make your program into a multi-threaded program? Okay, so for that, you will need another class. You will need to create another class. Okay, so there are two ways you can do this. Okay, so let's say you create a class called new thread, which extends the thread class. Okay, all of you know about inheritance. So this is basically inheritance. And inside this, we have to override a method called as run. Now in this run method, we can give it some task. Okay. So for example, in the run method, I will run a for loop. Okay. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, I'll print something. So system dot out dot println. I'll print new thread. New thread prints I. Yeah. Now, after I've created this class, I have to use it in my main. Main is basically like the parent. If you want to create another child thread, you have to do that inside the main thread itself. Okay. Another thing we can do inside run, just like we had done it over here, we can create a reference to this thread. Okay. So thread t equal to thread dot current. So here, because we are calling current thread inside the new thread class, inside the run method of the new thread class, it will basically print the information about that class. Okay. And after I'm done with the main things, okay, so here I'll create an instance of new thread. So new thread n equal to new thread, and I'll say, now this is important, I have to start this particular thread using the start method, n dot start. Okay, so let's see the output. So this was the output that we had got in our previous program as well. If you remember, hello world is due to line number 16 over here. Okay, then I get the information about the main thread, which gets printed. So for the main thread, the ID is 1, name is main, priority is 5, and group is main. Now I use set name and set priority that we had seen in the previous video. So its name and priority are changed. And then I'm spawning this child thread called as n, and I'm starting this child thread process. Okay. So what the start method triggers is the run method of the new thread class. So this will cause this loop to execute for 10 times, 0 to 9. Okay. So new thread prints 0 to 9. And then the information about this new thread. So this is ID 21. Name of this thread is thread 0. Priority of this thread is 4. And group of this thread is the main group. Now here where I had done the set priority in main, let me change this to 7, for example. Okay, and let's see how the execution is affected. Okay. So as you can see, the priority of the child thread, which belongs to the same group as it has been spawned from main. Okay. So the priority is the same, that is 7, because that's the priority of its parent thread, that is main thread. Okay. So this is how you create another a child thread, and this is the method called as extending the thread class method. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, any doubts, post in the comments below. Thanks for watching.